So it's going to be a 20 millimeter to take off the lug nuts. Once you get the tire off, you're going to want to remove this brake hose bracket. This will give you a lot of extra room when you're trying to fight the brake hose on putting on that new caliper. Lining up those two copper washers. But anyways, this is a 10 millimeter. So I don't lose it, I like to just put it back in. Yeah, it doesn't have to be far, but like I said, you're gonna want this extra slack. Next, we're gonna be removing the 18 millimeter caliper bracket bolts. On second thought, I went with the 17. Fits a lot better. Keep in mind that they are two different sizes. And what I found out from doing these before, and I'll see if this is the exact same issue, is when you get your replacements from, I don't know, I got my replacement caliper from Cardone. They do everything, brake brackets, they give you bolts, hardware. Well, anyways, they don't match up. So I like to stack them so I know this one's top, this one's bottom. Let's go ahead and get brake pads out of the way. You don't want this that heavy. So it doesn't drop, hit the ground. But anyways, these are 19 millimeter bracket bolts. And usually they don't supply these, so which I don't get why. They supply everything else, but like I said, we'll see in a second. So we'll set these off to the side. Get your brake caliper in a comfortable position. You're going to need a pretty big bucket. And we'll go get the new caliper. Here is the part number of the driver side brake caliper. I know the passenger side is P5027A. Let's see what we got here. Good. Alright, so as I guessed it, yeah, they don't come with those. So keep the caliper bracket bolts if you order Cardone. It's not the first time they've done that. So, all right, let's get the new one set up. So here is an issue that you can risk. It is the right part number as far as what it says on the box, but it's two different size caliper brackets. So what I'm going to attempt to do is just use the old bracket with the new caliper. Pray to God they match up. All right, so went ahead and used the old brake caliper bracket, and we're just going to put as much new parts on it we can. So we're going to put the new rubber grommets, or rubber seals, and then we're going to use all the new brake hardware. So essentially, what you're going to want to do is, and they're probably going to be two different sizes also, but okay, so this is the screw you're going to want to attach to. This is a 12 millimeter. And essentially how you're going to rebuild it is, it's going to leak fluid immediately. So you're going to take off the old one. You're going to use these copper washers. And we're going to put this here. And we're going to take the brake hose, slide it into here and lock it in. And then we're going to take another washer that you can go already ahead and put on the new one, and that's how we're going to lock it in. And these copper washers will smash down. So here goes nothing. This is where the bucket's going to come in handy. Definitely wear gloves. You don't want this stuff on your hand, or especially getting it on your paint. Oh, there we go. See, it's already dripping. Take off the old bolt. Take this off. There's gonna be a lot of stuff in that old caliper, so throw that in the bucket too. Get your flathead screwdriver. Take off the old washers. All right, so here we go. Time to build a new one. So it's gonna go like this. You're gonna put washer on to lock that into there. I hope you can see it, but if not, you get the point. And then take your new bolt and put them all together. Tighten it. Okay, we'll see what size. See if this is actually a 12. No, it's not. Which is not uncommon. We'll try an 11. All right, so the new Cardone bolt's 11. You're gonna want to press this down really hard and just make sure you really smash those copper rings together to make a good seal. All right, that's about as tight as I can get that. So there you go. Let's get it all cleaned up. Okay, we got the brake pads back on with the new hardware. Now we're gonna try to use the new bolts that they provided. Try is a key word. You know, gold goes up top. Trying to get it in that opening of that rubber grommet, which that's not working. All right, as you could see, what I did was I went back to the old caliper bolts. As Cardone, I don't know what they do there, but I have not had one where the new bolts actually fit right in there. So going back with the old bolts. So back to your 18 millimeter. Go ahead and put these back on. Then we're going to take our 10 millimeter and put this top one back in. Just line it up like that and slide it on. That's going to be your bleeder valve. Unless you have like a 9.5, unfortunately we're going to have to use these. Go ahead and crack it open. You don't got to turn it very far, just enough to. Now you're going to need a second person inside to push down on the brake. Do it again. Yeah, we're flowing. Do it again. All right, hold it down. All right. Make sure you keep your fluid in the brake reservoir topped off so that you don't pull air through. So you're gonna open the valve, push down all the way down on the brakes. See how and then you're gonna lock it, and then they're gonna release the brake. It's kind of hard for you guys to see, but there's air. It's hissing, and so brake, off. Brake, off. Brake, hold, we come up here. As you go, you're gonna need Motorcraft is Ford's brand, but DOT3. I'm gonna top this back off. All right, should just be a couple more turns and this will be done. Doesn't take much. Brake.
You never told me to release.
Release. Brake. Release. Brake. Release. Brake. All right, now go ahead and pump them up, see how it feels.
Feels pretty good.
Feels pretty good?
Yeah. Just have to start the car.
All right, yeah, go ahead and start the car and let's test it.
What?
So after actually testing out the battery, it is bad. So gonna have to charge up the battery, get the guy a new one. But yeah, that's how you install the brake caliper. Now they do make like vacuum pumps for these. I bought 2 different brands, 2 different prices. They did not work at all for me. Worked great for the first time, but then they just seem the seals go bad really quick, maybe because of the corrosive nature of the brake fluid, I'm guessing. I'm not sure, but I gave up on that. I started doing it the old 2-person old-fashioned way. But if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.